Toretto, hey! It's I'm trying a notification thing on Twitch, on Twitch, on the Discord, and it's not sending the notification. So I don't know what the deal with it is. Johnny! Johnny, I'm sorry. This is just a test. I'm trying something. I don't know why my notifications are not being sent on Discord, so I was just testing. With a sad face. Here it popped up. So it did work. Nice. Just took a little bit. Okay, I just saw the notification. Ha! Torito, can you check the Discord, see if you see the notification? Yep, definitely punch it. Did you punch it? Did you punch it? Is that why it worked? Okay. It works. Yay. Yep, it's there. Nice. Okay. I was gonna read something. I guess we did, and now I have to help Ender do it on his server. Because I promised I would and I didn't. Okay, let me open my YouTube. I guess we did, and now. Okay. You see, threatening it, it will help. Maybe. Oh, I set up the wrong category. Okay, hold on. This is all kinds of wrong because this is just a test. I guess I could play some Hearthstone, but I don't feel like it now. It was just a test, just a test. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello. Do you guys want me to read a book? Music, politics. What category should I put? Film and animation. People and blogs. Not even. Music, gaming, entertainment, comedy, education. Save changes. Did it change the tag? Should have changed the tag right now. Coincidence? Somehow woke up just a second ago? Nice. Coincidences are nice. Uh-oh, my busy face is all kinds of crazy. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a giant delay. The category still says Hearthstone. I don't know what's up with that. I thought I changed it. This is weird. You guys. I don't know how to change the tag. Shoot. How did I do it last time? No, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh well. I don't know. Punch it? Neither do I. Punch it again. Okay. That seemed to work before. I wanted to read something this afternoon, but the weather didn't help me when I was outside. Hi. How is it going? So, I figured we could read some short stories. I got this short story called Fairy Tale, Japanese fairy tales. I thought it would be neat to read something. It's, it's short. Super secret YouTube stream. I was just testing Fluffy. I was just testing stuff on like the notifications on Discord. Okay, let's do some reading. Let's read this short story. Hi. I tried this afternoon earlier on to go live from the backyard, and the weather didn't allow me for it because it was it started raining. I wanted to read something outside and it started raining. But maybe I can do that like on Saturdays or Sundays sometimes. A live stream from the yard. But I got bitten by every bug that was there. All the bugs ate me. And then I was feeling like feverish because of it. Weird, weird. How are you guys doing? Okay, this was supposed to be just a test. The notifications work. I don't know. Do you guys still want me to read or something? Or I'll just go live in on yes? Sugary banana. What you saying yes to? Sugary banana. You're very sleepy? Oh. You need to sleep if you're very sleepy. There's the freaking ad that I don't want. I don't want the ad. I don't know, you decide. Okay, let's read this short story and then we escadaddle. And then we go. Then we go. I don't know what this story is about. You're sleepy, but you did just wake up. Maybe that's why. You still haven't woken up fully yet. Okay. This is called My Lord Bag of Rice. Long, long ago, there lived in Japan a brave warrior known to all as Tawara Toda. Mine, I didn't know you had a YouTube. Moo, there's no moo here. I don't have it opened. I don't have it set it up. I guess I could set it up, but I haven't. This was just a quick test stream. Bro, it's a bag of rice? I don't know. We'll find out. Or My Lord Bag of Rice. His true name was Fujiwara Hirasato. And there is a very interesting story of how he came to change his name. I am a YouTube. We don't have the sounds. We have nothing. This is a scuffed of all health. There's nothing here. We don't have the tits. We don't have sounds. We don't have bots moderating. Nothing. Just me and a microphone. One day he sailed forth in search of adventures, for he had the nature of a warrior, and could not bear to be idle. But he buckled on his 2 swords to his huge bow, much taller than himself, in his hand, and swinging his quiver on his back started out. Not even music, eh? No, not even music. We cannot have music here. No, come on, there's nothing here. We cannot have music, you know, because YouTube will take us down if we put music. I guess we could have lo-fi. Hold on. If you really, really want music. I know. God damn, this is loud. There. How's that for music? You guys, we don't have to stage. You don't have to stage. It's just, this was just a test. I just was testing the notifications on the Discord. And I guess it works. Amma, you wanna go? You're gonna go? You dream about what? Oh, there's only one problem. You'll stay a while and listen. There's only one issue with this site. Oh, there we go. Okay, the ad is not covering. What you guys doing tonight? Okay. Let's just read the story and go. Ouchie? What happened? What happened to it all? What are you saying ouchie for? Did something happen? I don't know what you're saying ouchie for. No? Okay. You tell me what's going on. I don't know what's going on. One day he sailed forth in search of adventures, for he had the nature of a warrior and could not bear to be idle. But he buckled on his 2 swords. Oofy? You guys are confusing me. I don't know what's going on. To his huge bow, much taller than himself, in his hand, and slinging his quiver on his back, started out. He had not gone far when he came to the bridge of Seta no Karashi, spanning one end of the beautiful lake Biwa. I'm still waiting, Toretto. What happened to the ouchie? No sooner he had set foot on the bridge than he saw lying right across his path a huge serpent dragon. Its body was so big that it looked like a trunk of a large pine tree, and it took up the whole width of the bridge. One of his huge claws rested on the parapet of the side of the bridge, while his tail lay right against the other. The monster seemed to be asleep, and as he breathed, fire and smoke came out of his nostrils. Toretto, you okay? You kinda worried me now. You didn't eat any nuts. At first, Hidesato could not help feeling alarmed at the sight of this horrible reptile lying in his path, for he might either turn back or walk right over his body. He was a brave man, however, and putting aside all fear, went forward dauntlessly. Crunch, crunch! He stepped now on the dragon's body, now between its coils, and without even one glance backward he went on his way. He had only gone a few steps when he heard someone calling him from behind. On turning back, he was much surprised to see that the monster dragon had entirely disappeared, and in its place was a strange-looking man, who was bound most ceremoniously to the ground. His red hair streamed over his shoulders and was surmounted by a crown in the shape of a dragon's head, and his sea-green dress was patterned with shells. Hidesato knew at once that this was no ordinary mortal, and he wondered much at the strange occurrence. Where had the dragon gone in such a short space of time? What had it transformed itself into this man? And what did the whole thing mean? While these thoughts passed through his mind, he had come up to the men on the bridge and now addressed them. Was it you that just called me now? Yes, it was I, answered the man. I have an earnest request to make to you. Do you think you can grant it to me? If it is in my power to do so, I will, answered Hidesato. But first, tell me who you are. We're blind here, so we had to zoom in. There we go. I am the Dragon King of the lake, and my home is in these waters just under this bridge. And what is it to you to have to ask of me? Said Hidesato. I want you to kill my mortal enemy, the centipede, who lives on the mountain beyond. And the Dragon King pointed to a high peak on the opposite shore of the lake. I have lived now for many years in this lake, and I have a large family of children and grandchildren. For some time past we have lived in terror, for a monster centipede has discovered our home. Night after night it comes and carries off one of my family. I am powerless to save them. If it goes much longer like this, not only shall I lose all my children, but I myself But I myself must fall a victim to the monster. I am, therefore, very unhappy, and in my extremity, I determined to ask the help of a human being. For many days, with this intention, I have waited on the bridge in the shape of the horrible serpent dragon that you saw, in the hope that some brave man would come along. But all who came this way, as soon as they saw me, were terrified and ran away as fast as they could. You are the first man I have found able to look at me without fear. So I knew at once that you were a man of great courage. I beg you to have pity upon me. Beep? Toretto, what happened? I beg you to have pity upon me. Will you now help me? And kill my enemy, the centipede? Hirasato felt sorry for the Dragon King on hearing his story, and readily promised to do what he could to help him. The warrior asked where the centipede lived, so that he might attack the creature at once. Dragon King replied that his home was on the mountain Mikami, but that as he came every night at a certain hour to the palace of the lake, it would be better to wait till then. So Hirasato was conducted to the palace of the Dragon King under the bridge. Strange to say, as he followed his hosts downwards, the waters parted to let them pass. But his clothes did not even feel damp, as he passed through the flood. Never has Hirasato seen anything so beautiful as this place built of white marble beneath the lake. He had often heard of the Sea King's palace. Apparently they might under-nerf Necros a little. Type error? What is happening? Oh no. There we go. Yes. They might unnerf Necros, so they are gonna buff them now after they have nerfed them so much. It was so bad. It was so bad. Skeletons were so weak as hell. Nothing but the truth. Hey? Hello? Kato? I can only think of one other holosim. What? Okay, I'm gonna continue reading because this was just a test stream. I wasn't even gonna do this. But now I want to finish knowing what happened to the story. Okay, where were we? Under the bridge. Okay. Oh. will be going on to HGS later on. This was just a test. Like, now a 26 minutes test. It was supposed to be like 5 minutes just to test the notification on Discord. Okay. Where was I? I forgot. The bridge, the water. Oh, that's what happened. Oh my god, I was so lost. I was like, what is happening? Because I went a page over. So I have to zoom in. Go confused. I'm sorry. I apologize for confusion. Okay. So, Hidesato was conducted to the palace of the Dragon King under the bridge. Strange to say, as he followed his host down where the waters parted to let them pass. As his clothes did not even feel damp as he passed through the flood. Never had Hidesato seen anything so beautiful as this place built of white marble beneath the lake. He had often heard of the Sea King's palace at the bottom of the sea, where all the servants' retainers were saltwater fishes. But here was a magnificent building in the heart of the lake Biwa. The dainty goldfishes, red carp, and silvery trout waited upon the Dragon King and his guests. What? Gonna read to us? Yeah. No, it's just that I lost the page. Hidesato was astonished at the feast that was... Bro, what are these emotes? I don't know. They're just YouTube. YouTube is just not when it comes to chat experience. I know. I know. Hidesato was astonished at the feast that was spread for him. The dishes were crystallized lotus leaves and flowers, and the chopsticks were the rarest ebony. As soon as they sat down, the sliding doors opened, and 10 lovely goldfish dancers came out. And behind them followed 10 red carp musicians with the koto and samisen. This sugar. What are you doing? Thus the hours flew by till midnight, and the beautiful music and dancing had banished all thoughts of the centipede. Kick? The Dragon King was about to pledge the water in a fresh cup of wine, when the palace was suddenly shaken by a tramp, as if a mighty army had begun to march not far away. Hidesato and his host rose their feet and rushed to the balcony, and the warriors saw on the opposite mountain two great balls of glowing fire coming nearer and nearer. The Dragon King stood by the warrior's side, trembling with fear. The centipede! The centipede! Those two balls of fire are its eyes. It's coming for its prey. Now it's time to kill it. Hidesato looked where his host pointed, and in the dim light of the starlit evening, behind the two balls of fire, he saw a long body of an enormous centipede winding round the mountains, and the light at his 100 feet glowed like many distant lanterns, moving slowly towards the shore. Hidesato showed not the least sign of fear. He tried to calm the Dragon King. Don't be afraid. I shall surely kill the centipede. Just bring me my bow and arrows. The Dragon King did as he was bid, and the warrior noticed that he had only 3 arrows left in his quiver. He took the bow and fitted an arrow to the notch to carefully aim and let it fly. The arrow hit the centipede right in the middle of his head, but instead of penetrating, it glanced off harmless and fell to the ground. Nothing daunted, Hidesato took another arrow, fitted to the notch of the bow, and let fly. Again the arrow hit the mark. It struck the centipede right in the middle of his head, only to glance off and fall to the ground. The centipede was invulnerable to weapons. When the Dragon King saw that even the brave warrior's arrows were powerless to kill the centipede, he lost heart and began to tremble with fear. You don't have to stay. You can go. I'm just reading a Japanese fairy tale. I'm not forcing anyone to stay. No one is forced here. You can go. Don't like the story, you can go. Okay. The warrior saw that he had now only 1 arrow left in his quiver, and if one failed, he could not kill the centipede. He looked across the waters. The huge reptile had wound its horrid body 7 times around the mountain. Wound its horrid body 7 times around the mountain, and it would soon come down to the lake. Nearer and nearer gleamed fireballs of ice, and the light of his 100 feet began to throw reflection in the still waters of the lake. Then suddenly, the warrior remembered that he had heard the human saliva was deadly to centipedes. But this was no ordinary centipede. This was so monstrous that even to think of such a creature made one creep with horror. Hidesato determined to try this last chance. So taking his last arrow, first putting the end of it in his mouth, he fitted the notch to his bow, took careful aim once more, and let fly. This time the arrow hit the centipede right in the middle of its head, but instead of glancing off harmlessly as before, determination gave the centipede a deep kiss. What? You wanted to leave? This time the arrow again hit the centipede right in the middle of its head, but instead of glancing off harmlessly as before, it struck home to the creature's brain. Then with a convulsive shudder, the serpentine body stopped moving, and the fiery light of its great eyes 100 feet darkened to a dull glare, like a sunset of a stormy day, and then went out in blackness. A great darkness now overspread the heavens, and thunder rolled and lightning flashed, and the wind roared in fury, as it were to come to an end. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, that's what I did before. Okay. The Dragon King and his children and retainers all crouched in different parts of the palace, frightened to death, for the building was shaken to its foundation. At last, the dreadful night was... Okay, I zoomed in too much and I was cutting off the words. Huh. There we go. So you're saying it wasn't the fact that the arrow went deep into the brain, but the spit on the arrow went into the... Yes. You couldn't penetrate it before. The saliva made it go in. There's so much delay on. God damn, that's some acid spit. They had to call the Dragon King to come out. Oh no. No. At last the dreadful night was over. Day dawned beautiful and clear. Then all the inhabitants of the palace came out with joy, and Hidesato pointed to the lake. There lay the body of the dead centipede floating on the water, which was dyed red with its blood. The gratitude of the Dragon King knew no bounds. The whole family came and bowed down before the warrior, calling him their preserver and bravest warrior in all of Japan. Another feast was prepared, more sumptuous than the first. All kinds of fish prepared in every imaginable way, raw, stewed, boiled, roasted, served on coral trays and crystal dishes, were put before him, and the wine was the best that Hidesato had ever tasted in his life. To add to the beauty of everything, the sun shone brightly, and the lake glittered like a liquid diamond, and the palace was 1,000 times more beautiful by day than by night. His host tried to persuade the warrior to stay a few days, but Hidesato insisted on going home, saying that he had now finished what he had come to do and must return. The Dragon King and his family were very sorry to have him leave so soon, but since he would go, they begged him to accept a few small presents. So they said, in token of their gratitude to him for delivering them forever from their horrible enemy, the centipede. As the warrior stood in the porch taking leave, a train of fish was suddenly transformed into a retinue of men, all wearing ceremonial robes and the dragon's crowns on their heads to show that they were servants of the great Dragon King. The presents that they carried were as follows. First, a large bronze bell. Second, a bag of rice. Third, a roll of silk. Fourth, a cooking pot. And fifth, a bell. Hidesato did not want to accept all these presents, but the Dragon King insisted. He could not well refuse. The Dragon King himself accompanied the warrior as far as the bridge, and then took leave of the many vows and good wishes, leaving the procession of servants to accompany Hidesato to his house with the presents. The warrior's household and servants had been very much concerned when they found that he did not return the night before, but they finally concluded that he had been kept by the violent storm and had taken shelter somewhere. When the servants on the watch for his return caught sight of him, they called to everyone that he was approaching, and the whole household turned out to meet him, wondering much what the retinue of men, bearing presents and banners that followed him, could mean. As soon as the Dragon King's retainers had put down the presents, they vanished, and Hidesato told all that had happened to him. The presents which he had received from the grateful Dragon King were found to be of magic power. The bell only was ordinary, and as Hidesato had no use for it, he presented to the temple nearby, where it was hung up to boom out the hour of day over the surrounding neighborhood. The single bag of rice, however, much was taken from it day after day for the meals of the knights and his whole family. Never grew less. The supply in the bag was inexhaustible. The roll of silk, too, never grew shorter. Through time after time, long pieces were cut off to make warriors' new suit of clothes to go to the court in the new year. The cooking pot was wonderful, too. No matter what was put in it, it cooked deliciously whatever was wanted without any firing. Truly a very economical saucepan. The fame of Hidesato's fortune spread far and wide, and there was no need for him to spend money on rice or silk or firing. He became very rich and prosperous, and was henceforth known as my Lord Bag of Rice. Oh, that was an awesome story. Oh my god, I loved it. I don't know if you did, guys, but I loved it. So I wanted to come live earlier on from the yard. I actually did, but it started raining really bad, and also I got bitten by all the bugs in the yard. So, but the rain stopped me. Fish, you missed the reading. Poor Centipede, that was awesome, but poor Centipede. I don't know. It depends how you look at it, I guess. So you guys, I will see you on Twitch sometime later. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe later on. Thank you everyone for coming. I'm glad the notifications now work on the Discord. Now I figured it out. I know I'm late. Oh no, it's okay. You're not late. This was just a test. It was just a test. It was a small test. I just wanted to see if the notifications will come on. But it wouldn't be what? But it wouldn't be Japan without a dragon. I love the story. Oh, that's you? Had I known. I didn't know. Sassy. I just thought it was, I don't know. I did not recognize the name. I'm sorry. I would have taken it. My review right away. I am ashamed. I will go hide in the corner now. He might reclock you and not me. I'm sorry. Uh-oh, my BC face died. Oh no, it didn't. Mind reader is a mind reader? No, you don't need to apologize. I'm sorry. I was just thought it was someone, I don't know. I did not recognize the name, so I was like, who's this? I apologize. I'm sorry, go man. I'm sorry, Sassy. You know I love you. Sassy, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, you guys. I will see you later. Thank you. Oh. See you later. I appreciate you all for being here. Hope you have a good night. Sleep well. Enjoy your Saturday. Thank you for coming by. I love you guys. Aww. Bye bye.